Hey there guys, it's Sam here. We're going to be looking at a replay review from an MM player channel. It's a Cromwell game. It's actually a pretty good game for him. He does about 1800 damage, but there's a problem that we run into in this game, and we're going to talk about it as we go. His team deployment is okay. Based on purely on the lineups, the enemy team has the pretty heavy advantage, no pun intended. They have tier 7 heavies against tier 7 TDs. It's HP advantage, it's alpha advantage, so it's even armor advantage. It's pretty hard for a top tier T25-2 to take out an IS-2. He sets up here, that's fine. The Binox is a bit of an awkward pick. No angle there. And his team begins to push up on the 890, and that's strong. He pushes up here a little bit early, actually. If they had been camping anyone else in the 9-0, he probably could have got punished. Auto-aims that. Not great. Actually loses his chance to shoot the first shot. Goes ahead and gets active here. Pretty boring stuff so far, a little bit too aggressive there. A little bit weird use of auto-aim, but still doing damage. Shooting the Yag. Oh. Easy bounce. Alright, boom. 758 damage, quite good for early positioning, 2.5 minutes in. Now here, I'm going to pause. Look at the 1-2. His 1-2 is going to lose that, okay? Almost 100% of the time, his 1-2 will lose it because of the tank matchup over there. It doesn't matter that there's more green dots. You're going to lose that fight. And if he holds up and shoots people in the base area, it's going to be very hard to win if those tier 7 heavies survive, which they probably will. Who hasn't been lit so far? Skoda, M4, Hellcat, Firefly. So the Hellcat's camping somewhere. The Firefly is probably an H4. The reason I would say that is he doesn't generally want to go tank it out on the 1-2, sort of normal tanks player mentality. But he didn't go east, so he's probably somewhere in the middle being useless. But he could become useful if our intrepid hero here actually hangs up near the cap. So far so good though. He's moving west. And you can see the low HPs there. He just saw the T25-2 and KV-2 are one-shots and will be going down soon. There's the Hummel. Hummel goes down. 3.5 shots of damage, but now he's been hit, and now the Hellcat's in position, so it's very, very hard for him to get into the west. Now we also see the Skoda that popped up, hopefully he did as well, that could show up out here and just start shooting him. So the game actually got pretty hard because he stopped here. Multiple shots on the Hellcat. That one was not a great shot, and also a little bit unlucky. Misses that one. Just needs to auto-aim that. It's so simple to just right-click. Here, should have already auto-aimed it before he poked to make sure his reticle was in the right area. Misses again. 3 in a row that he hasn't actually killed that Hellcat. And now he's down another 300 HP, which is a really, really big deal. Now we're going to pause again. His 1-2 lost. Okay, you can predict that from the draft. You can predict that with the real-time information. The T25-2 that was at like 52 HP is dead. The KV-2 is still alive, soon to be dead. Now, he's hung up in the cap area and cannot get west. He loses this game, basically, 100%. If maybe their tier 7 heavies are like 200 HP, he'll be okay. The other thing here is that the Churchill is not going to be useful at all. That's just how it works in tier 7 games. And the Rudy is okay. Rudy's actually in a pretty good position here to cover the cap area. The Sioux is sitting base, so that's a player who hasn't done anything all game. It's not likely he'll do anything now. It looks like he has the 85 mil, actually. And then the Hummel has 2 kills, but hasn't fired south at all. Probably will not start. So those are all things we can just know in-game, even in the heat of the moment. All details we know. Fury, or Firefly, excuse me, not a Fury, looks to have indeed been in about H4 and is flexing over. T29 is at 381. Now he's going to be stuck on the procs, and if he pokes to try to lock down the 29, he may get shot. Pretty sketch shot there. Good job on that shot, though. I'm going to leave his camera and look somewhere else. Not a good backup there. That did not make sense at all when he could have used the rock. And he's now at 1 shot, which the Firefly really should have finished him there. But he bounced, and that was good. He's got some good movement here, kind of on the slopes. But look at where he positioned himself. Was actually out in front of a 29 and what apparently was an IS-2 as well. So pretty lucky he doesn't die there. Let's fast forward a little bit. T25 or T24 doesn't get the finishing shot. Bounces the IS-2. Pretty hard angle though. Gets bounced. Okay, let's pause. The game was 11-11, and based on the numbers, it's close. But as I was working with a guy yesterday about this, it doesn't actually mean the game is close. Sometimes you can be up 4 tanks, but the tanks you have left are tier 6s against 8s. That was the same issue I had in a game yesterday I was playing. I was in a T150 and I had a Hellcat platoon mate, and we were up 2 or 3 tanks, I think, but 2 of our tanks, me and him, were 6s. All they had were 8s left. Okay, you were not actually up tanks at that point. It's a lie. It's a lie. And here it's 11-11, but they're about to get run over because of what's actually left on the map. IS-2, T25. That's a good snapshot. That looked good. Here, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's not really corner camping for the IS-2. Now he tries, but it's pretty late. Now he backs out in front of him. The guy's just gonna crest. Alright, he acros towards the 29. Was late while doing it though. They may rotate. Shoots the 29. Okay, yeah, IS-2 just rolled down the slope for him. All in all, I mean, he did 1,821 damage, which is very, very good. But it was done in the wrong spot. He needed to get west and deal damage. However, the Hummel kills the 29. So, maybe possible win. Not actually sure how this game ends. But that's okay. For our purposes, though, 1,800 damage was very good. But it was done in the wrong spot. When he held up at the rock area there in H7 on the east side of the middle road, it meant he couldn't get across. The couple missed shots on the Hellcat 3 cost him about 300 HP plus, and then a pretty weird backup with the Fury also made him a one-shot. But the tier 7 heavies would have one-shotted him even without the Fury shot. 300 damage. So good game, but not quite enough map awareness. And what I also suspect happened is he didn't look at the matchup and say he's going to lose the 1-2 100%. And if you know that, you can go help the 1-2 and make a play. So thanks to this guy, Channa, for letting me do a replay review. And hopefully it was helpful as an example of we had some really good things that happened here, but the overall game position was not great when he transitioned from early game to mid game, and that made it very hard to get the W.